See him a beast when he hear that sound like. Yeah, beat on the beat when he hear that sound like. Woo. Yeah, bitch on the champ only need one round like. Yeah, me, I'm a G bring heat in the sound like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, fighting on week 1. I see he's water loading right now of Dana White Contender Series. A1 Combat Bantamweight Champion, Payton Talbott. Payton, how you doing, man? You enjoying that water load?
No, I hate water loading. I just feel like a whale bloated, but I'm doing good otherwise. Feel healthy.
And less than a week out. You excited, nervous, both? How you feeling?
This camp's been weird because I haven't been super nervous or excited. I haven't really felt much towards it, but I think this excitement is starting to settle in. So I just feel very at ease.
And when you got that call, where were you? What was your immediate reaction?
I was actually right over there in that living room, and I was just like, oh shit, that's awesome. Because it was kind of what I was expecting, but it didn't really set in until this month.
And with the opportunity to, I guess, change your life, so to speak, are you considering this the biggest fight of your career?
Yeah, I'd say it's one of the biggest. But I feel like my last fight was probably the biggest fight of my
It's a big
career
fight
thus
too,
far.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was to get to this point, and I think my last opponent was a much more gifted wrestler. But I don't know if it's going to change. I mean, it's going to change my life for sure. But I've always been ready for this. So.
And have you been doing anything differently for this fight, to mentally prepare? I know you're used to big crowds with A1 anyways, but anything different about this fight you're doing?
I think I've just put a lot more energy towards being more adaptive to my opponent. In Reno, the population isn't huge, so a lot of the times when I'm training with people that are a lot lower in skill level with me, I'm still able to work adapting to their style because everybody has their own style. More so than just getting hard sparring rounds. I'm just trying to be more intentional with the style that I bring to each round.
And you're training at Reno Academy, correct? Kind of give me the breakdown. Who do you train with? The squad. It's a lesser known gym compared to some of the bigger ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, pups?
I train with St. John Smith. He was a pro back in the day. That was super good. Same with Oscar Ramirez, and then my coach is Rick Collett. But there's a lot of people in the community. There's a lot of gyms out here that meet me halfway and will come in and pop into my gym to give me help. So that's cool. But I think in fighting, the biggest thing is yourself. You're only going to take yourself so far. You're not your gym. You're to a certain amount, you are your training partners, but they don't make who you are, and they can't teach you to be tough, and they can't teach that dog in you. So.
And as far as the other gyms around you in the area, are you working with any I don't know, for lack of better words, higher caliber guys, UFC guys at all?
No, the only time I work with UFC guys is when I go to Sacramento to train at Alpha Male or MMA Gold. So nobody in my area is in the UFC, but there's some high level pros and amateurs that I work with. There's some super tough dudes that don't even compete that I work with. So I don't think that matters too much, but there's plenty of guys that give me the work I need that just, haven't had as much luck in promotions in the fight game.
Well, it's cool too, because it gives you the chance to be that guy at your gym. And that's something unique I don't always get to talk to fighters about. So what would that mean for you to make it to the UFC and represent your gym in the UFC?
It would be huge. We've had a couple of UFC fighters get to the UFC, but then they end up leaving the gym. But I think it would be huge for the community, because I think that's why I get so much help from people at gyms around me, is because they just have pride and they want me to be the person representing our town. So it's super easy for me to get guys in the room because they want me to succeed just as much as I do.
And who's coming with you? That's a cute dog, man. What's the pup's name?
Her name's Turkey, and she plays this game where she puts the ball under stuff so that I have to get it for her. So.
Oh, it's crazy because my dumb dog does the same freaking thing. So
yeah,
if you need to get the ball, you can get the ball. People like dogs. They're not going to be mad. That's so funny, man. That's typical dog behavior right now. But who's coming with you down to be in your corner?
Just Rick Collop, the owner of the gym, and my coach, and then St. John Smith, also my other coach that I train with. They only allowed me 2 people, so just those guys.
Interesting. Okay. And then, you're taking on Reyes Cortez Jr. What are your thoughts on him as an opponent?
I think he's stylistically he's pretty well rounded, but I don't think he's anything special in any certain areas. And I don't think he's going to bring anything to the table that I'm not ready for. So I think he's going to fight with some desperation, and this is kind of his last chance. So I'm sure he's feeling that pressure.
Does his prior Contender Series experience concern you at all, or you're motivated to, get him out of there?
No, I'm motivated to finish him just like everybody else, but it doesn't intimidate me at all because I think that the guy that he fought is very similar to how I fight, and that fight did not go very well for him. And I saw the way that he went about trying to beat that guy, and I think it's going to be pretty similar to me. So I feel good about it. It was a nice thing to study for me.
And then you mentioned your championship fight in A1. You dealt with a much better wrestler, and then yourself, you have all knockouts throughout your career. So how do you think your guys' styles are going to match up against each other?
I mean, I definitely think he's going to try to get comfortable on the feet, but I don't think he's going to be. And then he's going to turn into a wrestler, and he's just going to try to hump my leg for a while or clinch me. And I mean, it'll be nice for him because he can rely on his other skills. My last opponent was mainly just a wrestler, so it was either that or I was winning on the feet. But I think in this one we'll be able to fight for more positions, so that'll be more fun for the crowd.
You a prediction guy? You got a prediction for this one?
Yeah, I think I'll get a finish probably, I don't know, somewhere in the 3rd round. He does look kind of tough to finish. I'll give him that. He seems pretty tough. He doesn't have a lot of quit in him, but I don't think he fights with a lot of killer intention. He's kind of just there to win on the scorecards, it seems like.
And how important is that in this fight to find a finish? Because, it's not about the win necessarily. You have to impress Dana.
Yeah, I mean, it's super important for their terms, but I don't really give a shit. I'm always in there to finish. And if you're not in there to finish, I don't understand why you're doing it. But yeah, it's super important, but it's no different from anything else for me.
And then, dude, so let's flash forward here. You get the win. You're in the back room now. You're waiting for Dana to come out and read his decisions. You're sitting there in anxiety and suspense. What would you tell Dana? Why do you deserve to be in the UFC?
I tell Dana that I'm a good pick because I would be a great corporate slave for him, and I don't know. I'm not like a pretty boy fighter. I don't get in there to look good. Like, I give him basically what he asked for, and I just think that I'm in there to fight and nothing else. It's a lot of people say that, but I don't know. I'm having trouble finding the words right now. Sorry.
Hey man, you had him at corporate slave. That's all he needs to hear.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, Dana. I'll be a corporate slave for you for 2+ years, whatever that first contract is, and I will get in the cage and try to finish people.
And what are your ultimate goals with the company?
I'm just here to test myself and see how far I can take it. I want to get up there with the best guys and put them in deep water. I don't care so much about the belt or being the best in the world. I just want to go out there and have fun and drag people into hellish places that they've never been before. And I want to go to the same place with them and come out with my hand up. So that's ultimately my goal. If I can take Sugar Sean to a place he's never been before and make him really suffer for a good 25 minutes and come out on top, then I'm happy.
And it's an issue sometimes I see is fighters will win their Contender Series fight and then they won't fight in the UFC for like 7, 8, 9 months, something like that. Are you going to be one of those people, or are you looking to get in there quick, maybe even before the end of the year?
I'd like to get in like around the end of the year. I'm going to try to go to Burning Man right after I fight. So that's definitely something I want to do. But also, I don't know, whenever they have something lined up for me, I'm going to jump on it. 'Cause that's what I want to do right now in my life, is just fight.
Is there anybody you would like to make a debut against, or if not, anybody you'd like to fight in general?
I don't really know too much about people in my weight class. I know like the top 3 or 4 people.
Sure.
So I don't know, just anybody that's similar to me and just likes to bang is I'm good with. But at some point I want to fight hopefully Peter Yan and Sean O'Malley, of course. I just want to beat that kid's ass.
Yeah, what's the
But
Sean O'Malley beef, dude?
everybody just compares me to him, and I don't know, I've been watching him since he was on Contender Series. He was one of the guys that stuck out to me. And I think we would put on a really good fight, but I just hate being compared to him. And we fight similar, but we don't have the same mindset. So.
And do you have a nickname?
No.
I was gonna say, as long as it's not Sugar, you're good, bro.
Yeah. No, I don't have a nickname. I don't think I ever will.
Hey, fair enough. And Payton, man, again, I appreciate the time, dude. I know you got the big fight coming up in less than a week. So before we get you out of here, I do just want to ask, there's going to be a lot of eyes on this fight, a lot of people being introduced to you who haven't yet. So that being said, kind of just tell us about you as a person, man. Like, what are you doing outside of the cage when you're not fighting? What are your hobbies and interests?
I've got all kinds of hobbies, but lately I've been more focused on climbing, rock climbing, pole dancing, because my sister owns a pole studio. And I play instruments, but I go on and off with that. And I'm going to try to pick up skateboarding again after this fight. So hopefully I can put out some content in terms of that. But these ankles are weak, man. Fighting is so tough on your ankles. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just here to expose the Golden Boys. And I feel like there's a lot of dishonest people in this sport and a lot of people that are here for the looks and to pad their record. And I'm here to put an end to that and try to expose as many people as I can. I hate fake fighters.
Well, the quote of the interview just happened. I'm here to expose the Golden Boys. I love that. We'll put that on the thumbnail of this interview. And before we get you out of here, man, I just want to give you the opportunity, with all the new eyes and all the fans you currently have and supporters, anything you would like to say to everybody. If so, the mic is yours.
If you're depressed, watch Evangelion, start to finish, all of the adaptations. If you're a depressed male in your early 20s, get on that. Just watch it. Shout out to my sponsors, Family First Chiropractic, Guava Waba, and Vertical Framing Ironworks, and my gym, Reno Academy of Combat, and Crazy Bean Coffee, and Rack Guns and Ammo. Sorry.
Okay, man, if there's more, keep them going.
That's it.
All right, awesome, man. And Payton, again, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in this coming Tuesday, Dana White Contender Series, Week 1, ESPN Plus, where this man hunts for the contract. Payton Talbott, thank you so much, brother.